Candid.
Hey, Richard, Ricky, aka Ricky here. I'm not actually in this episode, but if you want to see more of me and you want me back, then make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button.
1, 2, 3. And just like Eminem, we are back again. I'm so excited for this episode because this is going to be like laughter therapy for me. And we may or may not have a glass of Whispering Angel. And what I will not be told is that I cannot drink Whispering Angel on a day that you shouldn't be drinking Whispering Angel at a time that you shouldn't be drinking Whispering Angel.
I mean, if we're not, I'm out.
Airport rules are now going to be applied.
Correct.
Speaking of
Always.
airport, I think we should talk about travel stuff, like travel icks, airport icks, all that sort of stuff. Also, Facebook community groups.
My favourite thing.
Community groups, mums and parents on social media, Vinted.
Oh, Vinted's a great one.
Vinted dramas. So there is going to be loads to come up on this episode. So if you want to listen to a lot of shit being chatted, stay tuned. How was that? Yeah?
I love it.
Okay, are we going? This is my first glass of wine on the podcast, and I think that causes for a glass of wine.
It does.
I thought you could say of the day.
Of-
Like my first wine of the day.
I'm not going to disclose the time nor the day.
Or the fact that you have lemonade with your wine.
That should
Which
be
is
disclosed
disgusting.
because
It
that
is,
is
yeah.
disgusting.
Right, hear me out. I just find the lemonade takes the edge off, and also I find that I can drink it quicker, which gets me more pissed.
It's so embarrassing when we go to quite a nice place.
Yeah, it
and you're
is.
like, oh, can I have some lemonade, please? Oh my God.
No,
And it's
well,
good
what-
wine.
Have you got Sprite?
You're
Yeah,
ruining
it's like
good
nice
wine.
wine.
Well, what I do now is I basically, look at me holding this wine, like, basically what I do now is I say, oh, can I have a, Cote de Provence, that sort of thing.
Are you well?
I don't know what just happened to me. Right, basically.
Like, because I'm with you a lot when you drink and you've
And I've
never done
never
that.
heard you say like
Okay,
that.
right.
In fact, I would leave.
Okay, so I say, can I have a minute, a glass of minute?
Yeah.
And then I say, oh, and can I just also have a Sprite as well, please?
Oh, as well.
Right. So I'm not saying...
So it's more like it's a thirsty drink you're making it feel like rather than
So
you're going to
some
ruin
people
the
might
wine.
say, and can I have a Diet Coke or can I have a water?
Yeah.
I'm saying, can I have a Sprite? And then when they're not looking, I pour the Sprite in the wine. And what always happens is it goes everywhere.
Not you been embarrassed of your own drink order.
I'm literally embarrassed. For anyone that is not watching and you're listening, we are having what can only be described as a chilled glass of Whispering Angel.
Very pale.
Pale rosé.
Very pale. Yes, I do have a splurt. Yes, I do have a squirt.
But you've
Splash.
only
Let's call it a
Splash.
splash.
Squirt.
not.
Dash.
a goblet. But you've only recently got into pale rosé. For a long
Yes.
time, you were the darker
Can we
the
have
better.
a sip, by the way, before
Yes.
we continue?
Yes.
Because so, cheers to,
Yes.
cheers. You two cheers. Look in your eyes, otherwise 7 years of bad sex. Harry, you don't want that. What you do
That's
not
only in
want.
Germany.
It's only in Germany.
Yeah.
What
But
do you
aren't
mean
you
it's only
dating
in
a German
Germany?
man?
How can you isolate it to a country?
I don't know.
What we can't do is isolate traditions to countries.
Can we just drink it, please?
Anyway,
Yeah.
I would not look at Ricky in the ear on purpose. In the ear? In the eye. Right, I'm going to end this. Can we start from the beginning? Because what is going on?
No, it's quite funny.
My brain and my mouth aren't computing.
Have you
like
had
you-
a glass before?
Right.
Can I just drink, please?
So, what is hilarious about us having a glass of wine, and we always do this, is we think we're doing it, getting a Magnum of Whispering Angel.
She's got a bag of ice.
Getting the ice cubes. Going
In
to
a picnic bag
Going to
basket.
co-op, getting the Sprite. What do we forget every time?
Bottle opener.
Bottle opener.
Every
And
time.
I saw a funny TikTok the other day of a group of girls. We have done this, me and you specifically. Have you seen it?
With the hair straighteners.
Using every single utensil they can find
Yeah.
to open a bottle of Whispering Angel, including using a pair of straighteners to try and warm
Yeah, like
up
heat
the
it.
neck of the bottle to try and get the cork out.
Did it
Girls,
work?
I've been there, and
Yeah.
I am thinking of bringing out a Can I Be Candid range of bottle openers. Let me know if you'd be interested.
But then people just forget them anyway.
Yeah, but you just forget them. So maybe we need to do it where they like clip onto your keys or like your
Maybe
belt
on a phone
loop.
case.
Yeah.
Phone case.
You know, like
Phone
people put
case.
their lip gloss in the back of it.
The
You get
road
one with a bottle opener in the
Write
back.
that down. I
Make a
think
note.
write that. Haley, stay away. I think we've just come up with something amazing.
Who's Hayley?
Bieber.
Does she do
You
that?
said
All right,
roads.
Richard. She does road. So
Oh, is that what that is? Oh.
And did you know?
I feel like Ricky now.
Yeah, you are.
What we're going to need is you to keep up.
Yeah, what we're gonna need you to keep up with me.
Okay.
It's a lot. Keep up with Candid.
Yeah, I can't keep up with Hayley and you.
So what we did, well, what you did, I didn't do it, is go to.
This is my invention. It's been stolen.
It's been taken from you.
So you actually had to go to your mum's house.
We drove to my mum's house, which is not very far, but she wasn't in, so that was sad. So we had to go to Renee's mum's house.
Two
Yeah, bottle
wasn't
opener.
in.
So it wasn't
but I
in,
still have a
but
key.
she has a key.
Speaking of your mum, Did you see what she uploaded onto TikTok? Now, I just want to say,
bless
I have
her.
known Harry's mum, aka Caroline, since I was how old? Since we knew each other, so
12, 13.
12. And I was what could only be described as a pain in her ass.
Correct.
I was like the daughter that she did not want, yet she seemed to have adopted, not willing,
Acquired.
and rinsed her financially, mentally, physically, ate her out of house and home, took everything that she owned, racked up her phone bills on holidays,
Correct.
and tagged onto every single trip like my life depended on it. Not like I didn't have a family of my own, which I very much did. It was just a bit of a traumatic time, let's say. So I clinged on to your mum,
Yes.
but your mum uploaded a TikTok. She's been working so hard, going to her spin classes, eating really well, and she looks unbelievable. So she wanted to post a transformation, which I think amazing. Go Kazza.
Yeah.
Want to see more of this. What she did do, though, which I think was a mistake, is she posted the before photo first on like the carousel on TikTok. And I'm not going to lie, I love Caroline. Caroline, if you're watching, you know I love you. You're like a second mum to me.
She'll be listening.
But I am worried that first photo is not an accurate description of who you are as a person.
Doesn't really look like her.
It doesn't look like you. You look really angry. You look.
It was a
But she's concerned
scary
because
picture.
so once she uploaded. Also, I don't know why she doesn't do TikTok. She uploaded once, which was a vase that she found in Home Bargains, and she thought she was going to go viral for finding a vase.
Home Bargains.
Yeah, and then she's uploaded this one, and it's really cute because the after pictures are stunning. Like,
Yeah,
they're really
it
nice
looks
pictures.
great.
But the before picture, she took it too far. It's too before.
The
Before it doesn't even look like you.
It's like before time started. That's what it looks like. It looks like something from the 1800 BC.
But what I do love is mums on social media.
No.
It is the best thing
No.
in the world.
It's a gift and a curse.
No, it's a
No.
gift that
Gift
keeps
and a
giving.
curse.
And I will never delete
Delete
Facebook
Facebook.
for that exact reason.
It's like parents on Facebook or social media, like they don't think that people are reading it. That's how the best way for me to describe it. Like she uploaded a status once and it was like, hold on to your hats, it's windy outside today. And it's like, what are you, the fucking Met Office? We don't need you to be giving
love
us.
her.
Bless
Like,
her.
we don't need you to, oh no. And then it was a picture, it was a selfie of her holding onto her hat.
No, love that.
That's
No,
brilliant.
like, love you, Lou, but what we don't need is you giving us weather updates.
No, we don't. You know, you put like a status up. You know, when we used to use Facebook, you just put a status up and it would just be like on the Facebook feed. Well, now you can put it on like a nice patterned picture, and it's suddenly all these 50-year-old mums that have
seen
got
that.
a degree in graphic design.
Love that.
Like, it's just,
I've seen that. And it's like an actual poster.
yeah, it's like a
It's a poster. I'm like, just check myself into the local hospital.
Yeah.
And I will say
So
that
that's-
is
Graphic design
it's one of my
backgrounds.
bugbears, me. And I'll tell you why it's one of my bugbears with the checking into hospital. Really sorry to hear you're in hospital. Why am I hearing about it? And also, it's when people say it's everything all right and they say, I'll DM you,
DM
hun.
me.
I'll DM you, hun.
I'll DM you,
If
hun.
you're going to check in,
no,
you
hun.
need to tell
Don't-
the masses.
don't or don't ask.
Yeah.
Well, why'd you post it then?
Yeah.
If you're going to publicly check in that you're at the local accident and emergency,
Yeah.
you are going to get questions. And then what you can't do is decide when that is now going to be a private matter. Because I'm invested, Karen.
Don't draw me
No,
in
but
for
the-
the attention and then not give me the info. I'll drive down there and ask you personally. You're going to be waiting at least 6 to 9
But
hours.
Yeah.
the best one is the photo of the hospital tab.
Oh,
No.
that
But then no
No.
caption and no explanation. And it's like, well, now I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
And have I seen you since 2012?
No.
But do I want to know what this is?
Yes.
Absolutely. Like this,
Absolutely.
I need to know. And I'm fully invested. Sometimes I want to comment just so I get the notifications that
Yeah.
like, following.
What I will say is that my nan is recently a Facebook user and she watches all of my Instagram stories via Facebook because they like dual upload.
Right.
And some of the messages that she sends, my nan is like she's candid. I'm going to actually have to get her on the sofa. I think she said something about Ricky once looking like he put on weight. But in like a way where it was like, oh, bless Ricky, definitely looks like he's put on a few pounds.
No, but that's why I love grandparents though, because
brutal.
they
They're
will
so-
tell you. If my grandma says I look good, I must look the shit.
Yeah, because they'll tell you when you look
she would tell me
bad.
when I don't, that's for sure. Just sniff your glass of wine. Why are you sniffing the Sprite?
Do you know what another thing is that's really funny about Facebook is the community pages.
They're too much.
No,
They
you
are my
love. This is
favourite
Renee's favourite thing as a community
in the whole
page.
world.
Like your local village group.
Literally, what I don't get with them is you get different characters on there, which I
Yeah.
like, but you always get the one person that asks something you could Google. So, what time does Boots at the retail park shut? Just Google it.
Yeah.
Just
No,
Google it.
and then it's people that
And then
reply.
someone comments, I don't know. No one asked who didn't know. They asked who knows.
But
why- I
I'm
don't
just
get it.
imagining them because what they'll be like this, right? They'll obviously have a flip case.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
oh,
that's
like
just
my dad.
Yeah, you have
100%
to. I
has.
want to know, what age do you have to get one of those?
I don't think I'm far off
There
it.
comes an age where you
If I'm
have
honest.
to have one, and then they do this.
You got to look over the glasses as
Got to
well.
look. And then it's got all their credit cards, all their phone, their keys,
Yeah,
the
so
deeds
they
to the
lose that, they
house,
lose-
probably
Yeah.
their children's birth certificates. Like everything
Yeah,
is in
their will,
this
everything.
case, and everything is in this phone.
So if they lost that, they're fucked.
Yeah, no, literally.
They've lost
You're done.
everything.
But they're
Yeah.
always in really bad
I was
condition
giving,
as
I've
well.
got nothing, Phil.
They're always
Right.
threadbare and
Always
falling
threadbare.
apart. They're
Always
never in
threadbare.
great
Who is
nick.
selling them?
Guys.
Because if I was going to start a business tomorrow, I'd start making them with a
You've
wine
just
bottle opener on the
described
back.
My dad.
They are always
You've
falling
just
apart.
described my dad. My dad's only just turned 50 and he has one.
So maybe it's
Has
not an
he
age thing.
prematurely
Then.
had one?
Yeah, I think he's gone a bit too soon. He's peaked.
He's peaked too soon
Yeah,
with
because you can't go back from that.
No, you can't. You can't. Once
Because-
you've got one,
Because
that's
once
you.
you've got rid of your wallet and everything like that, you've got it in one.
Yeah.
That's it now. You've got that till you die.
So are you saying that it's your like Filofax system?
It's basically a
It
file
is.
fax. Yeah.
So if you get like a debt letter or like an important bill, that essentially gets folded up into a minuscule piece of
Held
paper
in the
and
back.
goes into
Held
the
in
back
a
of the
phone.
phone
with
case.
any grandchildren pictures
yeah.
and everything else.
But I think I don't think those are the sorts of phones that get stolen. Because I think the thieves know they see one of those and they go, "I don't want that."
Yeah, because it's
That's
more
not worth it.
because it's a Samsung
Because-
or worse, a Google Pixel.
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry,
stop.
not
Right.
sorry.
Let's not start slanging off the Google Pixel.
Have you had one?
Absolutely not. But
I
like,
would not be seen dead.
I don't know how to use one.
we don't want to turn people
I
off.
will say, apparently, if you are a Samsung or Google Pixel user, no offense, but apparently they take the best photos.
No,
Yeah, my
Perrie,
nail
I've
tech's
seen
got
it.
one and it's good.
I see
I
it. I
was-
look at it and I go, "Yeah, I love it. That's an amazing picture." Absolutely not. I'm not doing it.
Right, I say you love the photo, but you would never get one.
Absolutely
'Cause
not.
what I will say is the picture that someone took of me on a Google Pixel was so good. I could see my pores, my wrinkles, my crevices, and I was like, actually, this is so good. I don't want it.
I'm gonna say I don't think I want that.
I don't want to see your crevice.
Yeah, I don't want to see
At all.
I don't want to see a beyond my smooth skin. What I don't need to see is the aging, and that's what that was giving me. Back to the community pages.
Back to community pages, which is my favourite.
So
thing.
I'm still in a few of them, and I'll be honest, I'm still in a few where I don't live there anymore, but I will never leave them because I love watching them so much. The drama that kicks off in these groups,
The village ones.
unbelievable.
But I have joined ones of areas that I don't live in because they are so good.
Yeah, no. I
And then
agree.
it recommends others for you. So there is a lot of surrounding villages and towns that I'm actually in their community pages just because I like to know what's going
But
off.
here's the worst thing is when someone tells you about one, so you join it, and it's one of them ones where it's like private, and you
And
have
you
to
get
wait.
declined.
And we have to wait, and I'm like, I don't want to. It's happening now.
You
Yeah.
have to answer questions sometime to
Yeah, I
join
know.
them.
I did that with a dog one recently that I wanted to get into, and it asked me those questions like, "Do you have this type
dog or
of dog?"
dogging.
I know, like,
Perrie,
I was
come on,
confused.
Dog, a dog,
Right.
yeah. 'Cause
Why did you want to be in a dog Facebook
Because my
group?
mum has, I love my mum's dog, and so I considered getting one. So she's like, "Why don't you go in the Facebook groups?" People are always like, you know,
Are you going to get one?
I would like to, but it's a bit much.
Really? Harry, you're never at home.
I know, but it'd just be so cute to have one.
And you've not got a garden.
Okay, well now the RSPCA are going to call me. Great. If the RSPCA are watching, I do have a little garden, thank you. I have a
What?
balcony.
Yeah, but you could get one of those grass patches.
Yeah, exactly, which is what you've got.
What do you mean? What's a grass patch?
I've seen people
Like
in New York.
artificial grass.
People in New York use
What,
these
just like a
grass
square of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that you put down and pretend it's a garden.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
because then it gets the dog trained to go in on grass, and then when you do take it out into the, but ultimately,
I think maybe wait.
Okay,
if
long
you're-
story short, I don't have a dog, but I joined the group.
okay, right. And what was it like?
That was brilliant.
What is the funniest thing that you've seen in a Facebook community group? I know there's so many things.
Well, on the dog one, it's people seeing a picture of their dog and then commenting as if they're the dog. So they say it in like their dog voice, like
Excuse me?
what they think the dog is saying. So they'll be like greetings from Snuffles. I've had a lovely day today, and like, they'll talk like it's the dog.
See, for me, that's just weird.
Greetings from Snuffles.
Yeah, and then it'll say then it will like have a caption from Snuffles or whatever.
Okay, well, remind me to never join that group because that is
it's
a little
the
bit
cat
bizarre.
people for me on there. So I saw one, I think it was fireworks night, and somebody said, there's a cat that's come to my door, it's making a lot of noise, it's obviously petrified about the fireworks. And somebody then commented, like, it was a picture of it, somebody then commented saying, no, that's my cat, they're just an attention seeker. And then I find the cats get called out a lot about their weight. So somebody was like, this cat's here, this cat's crying, I don't think it's being fed. But the owner had put the cat on a diet, so it was basically
seen
just going
this.
around, yeah.
Yeah, why are we giving cats a complex about their weight. I've seen
We're now
people
fat shaming cats, which is not. Gomez was gorgeous. It's not okay.
Not Gomez.
I
what
saw
it's
someone
called.
the other day actually in one of the groups that I'm in saying, "Oh, I've just seen, I've got an overweight cat that keeps coming to my door. Like, is it somebody?" So I was thinking, don't describe the cat by its weight. That's really
Yeah.
rude.
What are you supposed to describe it as?
Black,
A
white,
round cat?
black or white? Is it a Siamese? Is it Siamese?
Yeah.
Siamese? Is it a tomcat? Is it a fucking, I don't know, chinchilla cat? Is that one? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, but
No, I think
like,
chinchilla's
that's like
something else.
saying,
Chinchilla's
can I
natural
just get
animal,
into
isn't it?
context? That's like saying there's a fat ox woman that keeps
ox.
coming to my door every day.
It's very
asking
rude.
That would be
for treats.
concerning.
Like, do you know what I mean though? Like you would say there's like a blonde, tall, you know, whatever
I
woman.
do love those pages though, because I just love the people that you get on there.
No, but the best ones are when someone's dog goes missing.
Oh my God.
And it's
Oh,
like
no, I know
dog
you're gonna
missing,
say.
blah blah. It's like missing in Phuket, and it's like Sally Ann from
From Cheshire.
Yeah.
I shared it. Like,
Shed babes.
Like
Yeah.
the dog from
They're
Phuket.
helping the effort.
It's going to get to it's going to get to bloody Cheshire in England, honestly.
Somebody's cat once got like 40 miles away because it got in a workman's van.
Yeah, with, do you know,
So they are not able to get overseas.
What I always think this about flies. All right.
what?
Imagine if a fly gets on a plane and then it's like suddenly in Spain and it's like, what's going on?
I mean, that's probably happened quite a lot of
Yeah,
times.
no, but how confusing it must be for the fly.
Well, I mean, they're a fly and they fly. So
No, but they don't fly that far. I just think, imagine if you're a fly and you just accidentally buzz yourself onto a Ryanair, and next thing you know, you've got
You're in
people at the
Benidorm.
back singing "Free from Desire," and you wake up in
I know,
Benidorm.
free
and 85 announcements that the tuna
Yeah.
paninis are now half price.
If you sing Free From Desire on my plane, I'm going to eject you off the plane.
If you're on that sort of plane, you're having a problem.
So can we just talk about the elephant in the room?
Me.
No. The sofa that you're sitting on right now, how comfortable is it?
I could fall asleep. And not because you're boring, because this is very comfortable.
True. But also the aesthetic of the sofa and the size and how they fit into the
The
room.
aesthetic is aestheticking.
Do you know where they're from?
I do know where they're from.
Where are they from?
They're from
The
Sofa.
Club. They are from the Sofa Club.
Was
And
that icky?
No.
Sofa Club.
Sofa Club.
Sofa Club.
And wow, these sofas are from the Sofa Club, if you haven't already gathered. And we actually got our lounge sofa, our corner sofa, which loads of you guys that follow me have asked me about before, which we got when we first moved into our house that we live in now. And we were desperate for a sofa. Have you tried to get a sofa in a quick amount of time? All of the sofas that I was finding that we loved were like a 6 to 8 week, sometimes 12-week wait. And I'm thinking,
Well, I ended up going to get camp chairs, thinking we'll be sat on camp chairs for a few weeks.
Then I remember I searched specifically what I was looking for, which was like a cream style modular corner sofa, like a sunken looking one. And the Sofa Club came up. Next day delivery. They were able to deliver it next day delivery because they were delivering to our area the very next day.
So not 3 days later. Not next day as in the next day after tomorrow.
No.
Next day.
Next day delivery, which is incredible. They have so many sofas, so many amazing choices. The one that we have is so comfortable. Everyone comments on it, and the prices are so reasonable. When I think about an aesthetic sofa that is like fashionable, that's where they really come into play, which is why I'm so happy, and I know you are too, that they are the official sponsor of our first season of Can I Be Candid.
And that is brilliant.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that would just top it off, which it's a bit annoying. I know I'm going to address the next elephant in the room.
Okay.
It's a bit annoying. I wish it could happen, but it hasn't.
What?
So I'm just going to say it, and we can cut this out if you want.
Okay.
But I wish they would have kind of given some sort of discount code or something.
They have.
No.
They have. I am the very first person on this planet Earth to have a discount code with the Sofa Club. Perrie 10 is going to get you 10% off of all of the full price sofas, chairs on the Sofa Club website, sofaclub.co.uk. To get 10% off is incredible.
It's incredible. However, does that now mean that you're going to spend a load of money buying a new sofa?
Correct. So if you want to join me and get a new sofa, you can use code Perrie10. It's exclusive to our podcast listeners on the Sofa Club website.
Big up the Sofa Club.
People selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace is the funniest thing. Someone posted a picture of 2 balloons. I think it said like 50 or something or whatever. It was like, hi, selling these balloons, bought them for a birthday party, no longer needed.
Obviously, because the birthday party is one day.
happen.
Right.
Like, I don't know why people think that balloons are for multiple occasions, especially when
Yeah.
it's specifically a 50.
Right.
And No longer needed. Bought for $6.99, selling for £5.
Okay, so not even that
So
much
not
of
even
a
that much of a
bargain,
discount.
$1.99 off.
Yeah, and then this is the best part. It's like at least 4 or 5 days wearing them. And I'm like, does that come with a money back guarantee?
It's how do you
like,
determine that?
how do you know?
How are you determining the shelf life of these balloons?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was a little bit like, first of all, you're selling them for £1.99 cheaper. At this point, it's not really a discount, is it?
No.
I'll just go and get it.
And also, if they don't last 4 to 5
Can
days,
I go back?
What happens?
what are you going to do about it?
Have you
I
been
dunno.
missold?
I would love to know, by the way, in the comments, if any of you have seen any of these funny posts on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, please.
Because truly, I actually think one of the worst ones for me is the dirty mattresses. And it's like the photos are of like a dirty, piss stain, tan stain, poo stain, sweat stain,
Caption,
skin stain.
barely used.
Barely used mattress.
Great condition.
Great condition. You know, got it for 300, we'll sell it for 299.99. Like, I'm sorry, Bob. There is no way on God's green earth that mattress coming through my doorway. It is infected. Like, bottom line.
Have you seen...
I'm all for, by the way, I'm all for people selling things because that is great. You're
Yeah.
repurposing, you're recycling. But like, we can physically see with our own eyes that there is a huge poo stain in the middle of this mattress.
It's the pictures that people take, and I think, is
Yeah.
that the best
What's that taken on a potato?
picture to actually try and sell this item? Or what standard are we working to where we say things are able to be resold? So I'm all for recycling, I'm for upcycling, I'm all for doing your bit for the environment. But there are some things that must be disposed
What are
of.
the- what
They
are the
get
un-
to a certain stage of their life where the only place they're fit for is the bin.
or the tip.
Or the tip. And you know I love the tip.
Yeah.
So
Big fan.
Have you seen
Big
those
fan of the
TikToks of
tip.
people? It's like anyone on Facebook Marketplace, and then it's like there'll be they're trying to sell something. You're like, is this still available? And then they just disappear. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. No one ever replies. Still available? Yeah, no reply.
My mum always puts some things from a smoke-free home, which she's very proud of, but she'll put it on anything, even things that have been outside. So she sold 2 flower pots the other day and put from a smoke and pet-free home. What's that? They've been outside, Sal. What's that got to do with it? But it's like such a badge of honour for her.
Like a smoke and pet-free
home. So don't
Wow.
worry, the cat's not pissed up here and no one's had a fag near it. Here's your plant pot, my loves.
Oh my God.
So,
Honestly.
Hold on. By the way, my dad's cutting the grass outside. I did actually tell him today is not the day to cut the grass. So what he did was cut the grass. So apologies. And also, I do have a stain on my cardigan. But do you know what? I'm not going to apologise for these things, guys. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hold on. But what about Vinted? Like, I have seen the funniest stories about people selling on Vinted.
No.
It is wild.
my mum is in a Vinted hole right now. She is obsessed.
What's a Vinted hole?
Like, she's deep in Vinted.
Selling
yeah,
stuff,
like she's fallen down a
right.
well.
Right.
A Vinted well.
Right.
So she's selling...
She's falling down a Vinted well. Right, okay.
And she's now unwell. Sorry to bring my mum up again.
Yeah,
At this
like,
point...
I'm not being funny. Are you trying to get your mum to be like a host?
At this point, Kazza will be putting an invoice.
I
for the
mean, I'm going to
podcast.
have to pay her. She's been mentioned more times than anyone.
But she started vinteding. Is that what you say?
Vinteding?
Vinteding? Selling.
Vinteding.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, started selling
Right,
stuff, like just like
vinteding.
stuff around the house, whatever. Accidentally sold something on my sister's the other day that my sister actually wears and
What
likes.
sister?
Drew.
Okay, so she went mental.
She went mental,
Right.
and she sold it for like 50p.
I've seen some insane like comments and stories of people just offering
Yeah.
the most ridiculous things like for prices. Like if it's up for like £1.50, someone's like, we take 99p.
Yeah.
And
I get it. If you don't ask, you don't get.
It's like,
But
at what point do we say,
where's the car?
Yeah.
Where's
It's like
the
an
car?
online car boot.
Yeah,
But it's
it
just
is.
it's just wild.
That is a great way of describing
But
it.
it is. But what I don't get is I'm all for don't ask, don't get, and you want to try and get a bit of a bargain. But it's when people then tell you a like an X Factor sob story or life story that goes with it. I had something up once for £5 and the person was like, I literally have £3.50 left to my name. Would you take £3.50? And I'm like, if you only have £3.50 left to your name, I don't think, who am I to tell you how to spend your money? But I don't think the best use
Martin Lewis over
of
here.
your £3.50 is buying my old Nike t-shirt. Like, it's not.
From a smoke-free, pet-free
And well,
home.
no, because what frustrates me is I am one of them sellers that really takes care to package it.
Not the agony aunt over here.
It's not going in a Walker's cheese and onion 6-pack, multi-pack like some people are sending it. It goes in a nice bag.
Have you not seen it? Yeah, they are. Have you not seen this? People are sending it in like Greg's sausage roll bags.
Yes.
They are.
there's got to be better things in your house. Just use a bin bag or a plastic
I know.
bag.
No,
People,
people
somebody
are.
sent it in like a Walker's multi-pack. Vinted is wild.
No, it
though.
is, but there's got to be some
when
standards.
you say, I just want to dig a bit more into this. When you say you take care in packaging your items, watch Renee's Vinted blow up overnight now.
Well, she also sends an agony aunt note back
are
with
you
it.
like sending like a thank you card? Is it in tissue?
When I
Because she
first
sends
started-
financial advice.
No, when I first started, I did have tissue paper in there,
Okay.
and a nice bag, and occasionally I would spray it with a bit of perfume because
What
I'm
perfume?
thinking a good one.
Oh,
A good one.
So you're out of pocket.
Yeah. But then, you know, some of the reviews were a little bit questionable. And I thought, actually, I'm not going to put the tissue paper in because some of you don't care, but I'm going to care less. So I took the tissue paper out, but I still send it neat and folded and washed.
And what's the delivery?
I mean, I would wash something if I brought it anyway, but
What if it
some
was
people
brand new?
send dirty things.
Oh, no, come on.
no.
Yeah, but I've worked in retail. I've seen returns come back from people. I know there are some filthy people in the
Can
world.
people please comment if the funniest thing you've received a Vinted item in and the funniest complaint you've had on Vinted about something?
Because this, I reckon we could do a whole episode
Correct.
on disputes on Vinted.
disputes on Vinted, because honestly, it is hilarious. Do you want me to do some ASMR? Yeah, babe. Love it.
I don't know.
I'm malfunctioning. So, Harry, you just got back from America.
Yes.
So
I feel like every time I'm on this podcast, I've just got back from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get about a bit, love.
So
Thanks.
you want a dog, but all you do is not be at
This is
home.
why I don't have a dog, RSPCA.
Right, all you do is, that doesn't make sense. All you do is not be at home. Anyway, the wine's hitting. What I will say is this: you are always in America, and when you go to America, you bet your bottom dollar. Sorry if you're American, that's really offensive. That I am sending you a list of things to get me from Target,
Damn
CVS,
straight.
Urban Outfitters, Sephora, the local fucking shop, and
I
whatever
really
else.
wanted a smoothie from Air One, but I
Yeah.
get you
Yeah.
can't bring that
And
back.
a cookie crumble.
And I did
And
want,
an
no,
In-N-Out.
not cookie crumble cookies. If you
Oh,
are
I'm
from,
sorry.
if you're listening to this and you are either from America or watching, or you have been to America, let me know in the comments. Seriously, is crumble cookie worth it? Because I could do a whole deep dive about this, but for me, what do I like with my cookie?
You let them burn.
I like them crunchy.
Yeah.
And crumble cookies are actually, I would say, borderline a sponge cake.
They look like you are going to be type 2 diabetic after eating one. They are so
No, they are. They're like 100%
sugary.
sugar. Well, we shouldn't be slagging it off. But what I will say also is if you are watching this and you are going to America and you want to do Perrie shopping next time, let me know.
One of the best things you can get over there, and I'm not a doctor, but I will say, is melatonin.
Yeah, melatonin.
Changes,
Tooth whitening strips.
changed the trajectory of my life, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
Tooth whitening strips, Panadoxal body spray, the EOS cashmere. Fucking, I'm going to be smelling like a dolphin,
Yeah.
looking like a dolphin, feeling like a dolphin. Do dolphins smell a fish?
I think so.
I'd imagine so.
They
I
eat
wanna
fish.
I've
And they
never
live in the
sniffed a
ocean.
dolphin.
I want to smell
Have you
like
swum with
a
dolphins?
vanilla scented dolphin.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Harry got the goods.
I had
but
a bag of
you
stuff.
you got the goods, but we were really cracking up because I can't remember specifically, but something happened to you in your traveling. I can't exactly remember what happened, but we were cracking up about just travel drama in general.
Oh my God.
Travel drama, things that happen at the airports, travel icks, like what really grinds your gears when it comes to travel. I'll go first.
Oh, please do, yeah.
Not first. I'll go first. I am one of those people that I will get my feet out when I can. Okay, I have them out right now. Do not zoom into my feet, producers, otherwise you will be getting the sack. Don't you dare, because I
That'll
am
be
missing,
a real jump scare.
I am
Not the
miss-
HR nightmare.
I am missing one toenail at this point, so do not do that.
Shock.
I'm always missing one toenail.
But it's always at least one.
At least
I've
one,
just
sometimes
never
two.
known
What do you mean
somebody
missing a
who's
toenail?
healthy not have
something.
toenails.
I've got something called rejective toenail syndrome.
So you don't have a toenail on your toe?
It just falls off.
I mean, and that literally does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Rejective
I will
toenail
say,
syndrome.
I've got an ugly toe at the minute. So when I was playing rugby and someone stamped on my foot and it's now like it's an off colour.
Yeah, so I don't know what's having no toenail or having a toenail that is an off colour. Either or I don't want in my life. But going back to the travel nightmares,
Getting your toes out.
the travel nightmares for me is not a nightmare, sorry, but like I will get my feet out at any given time.
Yeah.
Because I like the air to my toes. I'm not actually a sock lover at all
I
unless I'm
hate
wearing
socks.
trainers.
I hate socks.
However, when people get their feet out on a plane, fine. keep them down in the well of your seat and keep them down there. But then all of a sudden, I look to my left and someone's bunion is next to my fucking knee. You have not had an infill on your toe by ab.
No.
You've got purple toenail varnish on and you have got dry feet. Why have I looked down and your foot is in my fucking knee?
That's disgusting.
No.
That is disgusting.
But someone, do you remember I sent you that picture? And
Yeah.
I flew a nice
Oh my
class
God, no.
on a plane.
Virgin upper.
Virgin upper.
Oh, not the Virgin Upper.
No, I'll be
Virgin
honest.
upper.
It was Virgin
What
upper.
are you turning left on the plane?
Yeah. Literally
she
spun
turned
left.
She spun left with pride.
It was an upgrade that my mum did with her points.
Can we
I'm gonna
get
be
that photo
honest.
to be put on the thing?
Yes. And this woman's trotters were literally just hanging at the bottom of my
the hell
bed.
the
Yeah, she had her feet like on Renee's
Like
bed.
proper right
Okay.
V heel, dry foot,
Right V to
horrible.
heel.
Yeah.
But just really going out of her way to have her feet invade my space. It wasn't a natural way to lay. It was deliberate. I felt targeted. And where do you go on a plane? By the bar. You can't go anywhere. So I had to just deal with her and her crusty foot.
There are unwritten rules. I was on a
yes,
plane once,
there's
right?
unwritten rules.
And I
There
wasn't in
is.
first
It's
class. I was
etiquette.
in cattle at the back. I was in cattle at the back. And we're flying quite far. I think it might have been when I went to Australia.
That is
And-
very far.
Yeah, I know. This was years ago. And
Because you'd be in upper now.
yeah. And let's call a spade a spade. And there was 4 seats in the middle. It was 4 seats, right?
Oh, not a 4-seat, 3-seat, 4-seat.
Okay, but-
No, a 3-4-3.
So what it was
Drama.
it was a 4-seat, and there was one person next to me. I was here, and then a person here.
You had a middle seat.
Right? Yeah.
That's awful.
But this person who was here, rather than go, because there was this end seat was empty. So what he decided to do, now the natural thing, in my opinion,
Would be move to the end.
You move to the end, and then we've both got a buffer, right? No, he decided to take the buffer to himself, to the right,
God.
and it's not like he just ignored it and pretended it wasn't there. He full on pulled the arm up, swung his feet
No.
around the lot.
Can I just say,
That's not cool.
there is nothing more selfish
That's
on
selfish.
planet Earth. That is the most selfish thing you could do to any human being.
Correct.
Like, why didn't he just move up and then you both have a buffer?
It might have even been that it was a 4er and we were 1-2 and he had 3 and 4. I remember it being like, you're taking the actual piss. Like, that's too much.
Another thing I will say is people that get their feet out on a plane, fair enough, it's on the seat, whatever, but then they go to the toilet
No, that's
with
disgusting.
bare feet.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
do
like,
that. With socks on?
no!
With socks
Oh
on.
my God.
goodness, the amount of piss that's been the
Oh,
What's different has been on my
Sick,
shoe?
Everything.
Oh
That's
my-
disgusting.
that-
It's seeping through that.
Right,
thin
I'm sorry, people
fabric
watching this,
into
you
your
know-
foot.
Do you go to
Yes.
the bathroom on a plane?
People do. And if you say you don't, you're lying. Like these
with
two.
bare feet.
No.
Oh my
Not
God.
bare feet. I've got socks on.
Socks is the same as touching your bare foot.
It's the same as being having a shoe
A
on.
sock is a couple of thread count away from a barefoot has. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it is. I don't know whether I'm pissed, drunk, like tired, or all of the
Wish you
above.
were.
When you're in security and they say take your shoes off and you've got no socks on, so your bare foot is on the security
Yeah,
floor.
that's what I mean.
Disgusting.
No, but the thing is if I'm wearing my Haviana flip flops, shout out Haviana, I have. I've got-
2012 call. They want the Havianas back.
I've got no, the square toe ones were unreal. I've got no choice but to put my bare foot on
Yeah.
security floor.
It's my idea of hell. It's
and
my
what do I?
nightmare.
But tell me what I do. Do I carry like those invisible socks?
You have to just anti-back. I would suggest.
But
after
also
it.
What, on
above,
your feet?
above
Yeah.
everything, it's just fucking embarrassing.
I mean, funny, during
Everyone's
COVID, we did it everywhere. I was basically putting Dettol in my mouth during the pandemic.
yeah, everyone's looking at my toes in security line, and now I don't know if
No
you've
one's
noticed,
looking at your
they
toes.
only
They
pinpoint
would be.
certain people.
Yeah.
every like 10 people
embarrass
take your
you.
shoes off, take your shoes off, and I'm like, why have you picked me?
Maybe it's because you tell everybody
yeah,
that you've
on
got
podcasts.
toenails that fall off.
I will say I've
Right.
been on the receiving end of this though. I'm really outing myself here.
Okay.
Not only do I go to the toilet in my socks, but years and years and years ago, I've been on a really long work trip. It was a quick weekend, and there'd been a lot of running around and whatever. And I took my shoes off on a plane, and the gentleman next to me said, "Excuse me, can you put your shoes back on,
No,
please?"
no, I would have
And
literally ejected
I
myself
was
from
like,
the plane.
actually
"Get that fire
joking?
exit door." I'm ejecting
Yeah, you
myself.
should
Yeah,
have.
I was
Hold on, because they
raw
smell.
red. Yeah, I was raw red in the face.
Harry, how do you not have the awareness that your feet
I was
sting?
tired, mate. Like, and I don't have smelly feet now. This was back in the day.
This is the thing I don't get for me. It's like people that board a plane and they open up like an egg mayo or a tuna
Oh, yeah, that's
mayonnaise
too much.
sandwich.
No.
And it is always people at 5 a.m. buying it in like Boots or WH Smith's for a meal deal. Now, I get everyone's got to eat. I get everyone's got different tastes. But I find it so hard being like hemmed in on a plane with somebody eating
You're in a
an egg
tin
mayo
can
at half
in the
five.
in the sky.
Like,
I
who wants egg mayo ever? Let
our
alone
friend
at
did this.
5:30 a.m.
Our friend did it. We went on that same hen do you were talking about earlier. We were on the hen do, and she decided that she wasn't going to take a case. She was going to fit everything in like literally essentially a Ziploc bag, like
Is this
a sandwich
Lil?
bag. I wasn't going to say her name, but you've outed her
Right,
now.
okay.
And so
Of
she
course it
gets
is.
on, but she spills her egg mayo sandwich down her top.
what I mean.
But she's only bought 2 outfits, and that's one of them. So, and
So
it was
she's
an,
made
it was
egg
an
mayo for
England
the
top.
trip.
It was when the
Meanwhile,
Euros were on.
I took a 130 kg case
That
and
was
a
over.
15k hand luggage. I'd spent £500 before I even got through the fucking security. One thing I can't do is pack lightly.
No.
I'm
No,
an
you're not a
overpacker
pack
or
lighter.
nothing. But also with these sandwiches on the plane situation, I could honestly say in my entire however many years of existence, I have never once in the morning fancied not any sort of sandwich at 5 a.m, let alone an egg mayo or a tuna mayo.
No.
No,
Like,
but rules go out the window at airports.
They
There are no
do.
rules.
I'm
There
all for
are
a
no
drink
rules.
in the morning, but I think as well it's the food that like airlines serve, like each to their own what you want to eat on a plane. But how many times have we been on a plane? Maybe coming back from Ibiza, you want to chill, you want to sleep, you
What you
enjoy
don't
your
wanna smell
Burger
is egg
King long
mayo.
chicken.
No.
But it's the constant announcements about the food. Like,
they
look,
start selling to you. It's direct selling.
direct selling, but Jet2 are peddling. Are they on commission for
Not
those
Jet2.
paninis?
No, and they reduce them in price as the flight goes on,
yeah.
don't they?
And it's like the tuna mayonnaise is now $2.49 if anyone's interested. We have 3 remaining and 1 egg and cress.
I mean,
And then an hour later, it's like, good news, the tuna mayo is now $1.99 and we have 2 left and 1 egg and cress. Like,
so if you can
no
hold
one
your
fucking
hunger on,
wants
it's financially
it. But this is the
beneficial.
thing. It's too much.
I would say
for
I can't
me.
relate. I'm a BA kind of guy, so I can't really relate.
Do they not do tannoy announcements about the food on BA?
BA, are you joking?
Do you
They
get the
don't
food
do
free?
They don't barely announce security checks. They don't care. They're in it for a
Good time.
A good time. Yeah,
Fair
BA
play.
all the way.
BA all the
Yeah.
way.
I mean, they do look at you like you're scum, like, but I'm okay with that.
But what about £50 per person? That's £200 off for a family of 4.
It's Jess Glynn on commission at this point. I hope
Jess-
she got a paycheck.
Let's just finish this by talking about that because Jess Glynn,
She smashed it. She's never got to work again, surely.
I
Come
don't know.
What, for having that song on the advert?
She's gone viral, mate. Someone called 999.
Like,
Shorty
how,
fired Bennett on the dance floor.
how does it work in terms of what's happened to her? Is she ever going to be able to release normal music and it be taken seriously? Because the Jet2 thing is so iconic. I just think she should go out on that.
Go
Well,
out
that's
bang.
her high. She's
Go out-
peaked.
Yeah, go out with a bang. Everyone is lip syncing to your song.
Yeah, I love it. And that's a banging song as well.
Yeah, darling, hold my hand.
Oh.
But I can't listen to it. If I heard that
No, all I think
in
of
a nightclub
family
or
of
in a,
4, £50 off.
Yeah, literally, that's all I could
for
think
me.
about.
People
So-
know I'm not a fan of that song and that
Really?
being played when I get on a plane. I do put noise cancellation on my headphones the minute I get on Jet2.
is it just because you're hearing it so much?
I
'cause
hear
you,
it so much?
You don't stop going to Ibiza.
Yes, that is absolutely why.
Are
but
we
I
flying
just,
Jet2 again when we go?
I think it's for the best.
So we'll listen
But
to that song
if
again.
they could hold
You
off,
get
if you could
£50
hold off
off.
any announcements whilst we're on the plane, I'd be grateful.
Yeah.
I don't want a sandwich.
Right, I'm not being funny.
Thank God you're not being funny.
Thank God I'm not being funny. That was actually brilliant. I'm crying, laughing, throwing up at this point. I need another glass of wine.
Same.
Yeah,
Am I meant to have another glass?
Yes, you can have what you like. It's your podcast.
no longer 12 o'clock. So.
It's no longer 12. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Airport rules.
Airport rules. I won't have a tuna mayo and egg mayo sandwich.
I should put some socks
But I
on.
will put some socks on. I'm going to put some socks on. Harry, you've got dirty socks on. And what I will say is this. If you do not follow, subscribe, like, download, all of that fun jazz, leave us a comment, 5-star review, put us up on Google, everything else. It would be great.
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, Airbnb,
Vinted.
Vinted.
Can you give me a 5-star on
If
Vinted,
you could
please?
share us with all of your
And my
friends
mum.
and family.
Your local community page on Facebook.
Yeah, if you can put a post on there, anything that you can do to spread the news, that would be great. Really appreciated. The more we get up there, the more fun we can have.
More shit we can chat.
The more shit we can chat, and the more Jet2 flights we can go on. So cheers to that,
Cheers
guys.
to that.
guys.
Cheers. Cheers.
You could have actually
Right.
touched my glass. Do
Darling,
not do that to me.
£50 off for a holiday for 2.